Turtles coin-op for the Commodore Amiga. Like all 4 turtles are well represented. I was always a big Donatello fan.
That's who I usually play. So I will play. I'll be the sword guy here.
Leonardo.
Yeah. I don't know their names.
How do you not know their names?
I was never a big fan.
I guess you were quite old when this appeared.
What? Don't say it like that. I'm surprised that it has this at all. I didn't think we would have the little cutscene, but it didn't have the, you know.
This is, I mean, yeah, this is the.
Have you ever played this on the Amiga?
Yeah, this was a very. I mean, the NES had a really good port of this. It actually looks a lot better on the NES.
Oh man, what are you saying?
Yeah, this is bad.
Does the NES have the music?
Yeah, it looks I mean, it doesn't look exactly like the arcade machine, but it looks better than this. This is.
I don't think this looks that bad.
Yeah, we'll fire up the NES version after we play this.
I think the Amiga also has the crazy NES non-disc version.
Right, which is
super hard.
Yeah, this is also a game that is weird. I guess it's okay. You know, the one button thing. If you hold.
Yeah, I'm not having any trouble. I don't know how to do my super jumping move.
Right. I don't even know if that's possible.
All right, let's rock and roll. I remember when this game came out in the arcade, it was quite a hit, right?
Yeah. I remember playing this at the skate arena.
I've beaten this thing many times, and I actually owned the board for this and got a princely sum for it when I sold it. It was
I'm sure, yeah.
Money. It was funny in the '90s. There was a time where an arcade machine, you couldn't give them away hardly. It's not like now. I mean, this is probably a $1,500 at least game, maybe more. Like The Sims is a game which I'm not a fan of the game that much. It's another one of the games in this engine Konami did, and it goes for a huge princely sum. X-Men's another, which I owned X-Men as well.
It's a game that lots of people have lots of good memories wrapped up in it.
Yeah.
Plus, it's got the product tie-in. You know, there's tons of Simpsons fans out there.
We went into this before. I was never I thought the concept of the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles was just sort of stupid. It's funny. I wasn't introduced to it, but in role playing, there was a role playing game based on it. Now here's the jerk. He's gonna talk. They really cut. They don't have the. It's a shame that they cut some of the personality from the game.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
The talking, the music.
Yeah.
They cut. That's very odd the way they did that. I wonder why they ported this to some machines but did not port X-Men. I mean, it's the same engine.
Yeah.
I always thought that was strange.
Well, yeah.
X-Men was pretty popular too. I thought X-Men was a more fun game. Of course, I was a comic book geek.
Right. I think it just depends. The Turtles there was nothing bigger than the Turtles at this time. You know, let's see, this is probably 92, I think. Does that sound right to you?
Oh, boy. I would say maybe even a smidge earlier.
A little bit earlier,
right
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was in, middle school when this was out, and really late elementary school, and all my friends, everybody was just mega into Turtles. It was...
There we go. I mean, it's funny, they kept in a lot of stuff. I'll give them the cutscene and stuff.
I mean, that's
Say your prayers, Turtles.
Yeah.
I hated fighting this guy. It's like brutal. I don't think. I mean, again, for the Amiga, yes, they could have done better. But I mean, this is playable. I don't think it's as horrible as you do. I don't think it's as bad.
I always get upset. Well, not really upset, but I always have issues when an 8-bit version is superior looking and playing to a 16-bit version.
Oh, you did have the extra button. That would probably help.
It was just, this is a freemy mess. Look, everything is like.
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't expecting much. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
The fact that I remember when the original Turtles came out on the NES, and it was everybody hated it. It was so freaking. It wasn't. I mean, some people liked it. I mean, it's not fair, but people were like, "We wanted the arcade game.
Right.
We didn't want this," and so they had to go back. Because I don't know if they ever planned on doing an arcade conversion of this.
Yeah, I don't know, but they...
And they did, and people were like, yeah, this is what we want.
Right.
You know? And it's funny, this game is still popular. I remember when they came out on Xbox Live, people were like, oh yeah, it's going to be great. And it's funny, one of the first emulators I remember that was a standalone that was super popular was the one for this. It was really popular. It wasn't one of the first, but it was one of the early ones, you know. So that, again, that wasn't too bad. I think you're too tough.
Well, like I said, we'll play a couple more stages of this, and then we'll take a look at some of the other versions. See if you can still.
Yeah, it's got that now. I mean, they kept most of the game.
Yeah. And the stages look fine. The backgrounds are fine.
Who put the lights out?
Yep,
Still got
that's
that.
still there.
Still got that. You're dead, bro.
Boy,
Yeah.
April looks bad.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? We'll see, but still got the billboard coming down.
What did you think of these movies when they came out?
I never have seen one. I've never had anything.
Really?
I know. The first one, I believe, was the wrestler played Shredder. Kevin Nash played Shredder.
I can't believe you've never seen
Super
it.
Shredder, whatever it was. I'm telling you, I just don't like the game. I don't like it does nothing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've never seen the Mario Brothers movie, and I like Mario Brothers.
Well, that was a travesty on multiple
I mean,
levels. The first Turtles movie is actually pretty good. I think the second one, when it came out, that was the most excited I've ever been in a movie theater.
Wow.
Because it's like they jump up and it's a freeze frame, and I went, yeah! It was awesome.
Pizza time. You better get that one, Bo.
Well, we got unlimited credits.
Do we?
So, yeah. That's why we're still playing.
I thought we were doing pretty good. It's an odd shade of ninja here.
Yeah. Sort of a
Off-white.
mango-colored.
Even kept the girl on the skateboard. I mean, they paid attention. I mean,
Yeah. I have no qualms with the level design. It's just that the choppiness of your character's animation and the enemy animations, plus the bad colors.
I saw that ImageWorks was responsible for the port, and I believe those guys did. What was it they did? Xenon 2, I believe, was one of theirs. So those guys are.
And who knows what time constraints they were under too.
Well, yeah, you never know, do you? I remember this billboard distinctly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at that chick. Look a little more impressive in the arcade. Actually, I feel the control was not bad. Though. I'm not having too much trouble controlling my guy.
No, it's definitely better than Double Dragon.
Now that man, I fell in the manhole before it actually was.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Let's see if the guy comes romping down through here. Yeah, there he comes. This guy was. These end bosses were so cheap.
This is where you really had to start pumping quarters in.
And fighting Shredder. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
And did you play much of the sequels like Turtles in Time?
No, not really.
I thought Turtles in Time was a pretty fun game.
Yeah,
I hated the pirate ship level more than anything.
I had a cup of coffee with it, but to use your expression.
Man,
the lack of background music.
I was
is
just thinking the exact same thing. That is, man, I would love to hear some music. It's amazing to me that we're not getting the background music. And we've played like Shadow the Beast and stuff, where it's like all this high level action with the music, and we can't get music in this. Come on, man. There must have been a paradigm shift at some point in the history of the Amiga, because we've played a lot of these games that like they don't get like Lionheart. I mean, those things all have great music and sound.
Yeah, it just depends on how much work, because Lionheart was definitely it was a passion project from Thalion.
I just wonder if there was a technique or something that was discovered at part of the way through that made it possible to have the sound effects and the music.
Well, this game post-dated Lionheart though.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I mean, I think this came out. Didn't Lionheart come out in like 90?
92, I think. If I'm not mistaken. But I mean,
Shadow of the Beast came out way before
out?
this, and it had.
Did you just get a date on this? I didn't see a date.
I
thought this was fairly old.
Oh, here's something. This is the European release. Do you know how you know?
Yeah, because it's Teenage Mutant Hero
Right.
Turtles. I doubt this saw an American release.
It might not have.
The ninjas were the big deal over here.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I always thought that was of all the weird things to edit. You've got all these naked women in the papers and stuff, but we got to edit out ninjas.
Right. That is very strange.
Of course, we've got our own idiotic quirks over here, and getting more idiotic by the day. Oh, this crap! What? Look where I'm at. Oh man, this is
Rosetta Stone all over again.
all right. All the little bitey chompers, whatever they're called. I like how the guys just carry. So are the foot soldiers robots? Is that how they
they're
all
robots. Yeah, that's how you get away
What a
with
cop-out.
murdering thousands of them.
I like to understand. I like the fact that here you have a giant, you have a humanoid robot, all right? A robot. So let's give him a huge hammer.
Right.
Can't you give him lasers or something?
Yeah, or just a gun, any kind of a gun.
Let's see, we could just walk down here.
Yeah.
Pizza time. Okay. This game reminds me so much of X-Men. You know what my son likes, and it's along the lines of this. It's another beat 'em up, 4-player beat 'em up. Is the Cowboys of Moo Mesa? Have you ever played that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now that is a very clever and fun game. I'll have to say. I don't remember. Was that a Capcom or was that a Konami? I don't remember.
I don't know. There was also a cartoon with that, of course.
There was, and we actually watched a couple episodes of it. Luke was digging on it. To be honest with you, he thought it was kind of funny. It's a bizarre concept for a show.
Did you ever watch Hey Dude on Nickelodeon?
No, I was not a Nickelodeon kid.
Yeah, again.
You know, I will say Teresa was, and she loaded something me up to watch that night. It was. You remember that show? What was it called? Double Dare.
Yeah.
They had
Mark Summers.
They had an episode of it where it was called Splatter Mania 1 or something like that, and they had Bobby the Brain Heated and Gorilla were on there as contestants, with
really?
and each had a kid on their side.
Huh.
And Bobby's team won. And at the end, they were doing. And by the way, Bobby and Gorilla both did the physical challenges. If you can believe that. And at the end, Bobby was going through the obstacle course with Gorilla. I mean, with his kid, because they won. And Gorilla, Bobby got out of this thing and went to tag the kid to go get to the next flag.
Mm-hmm.
And the kid wasn't there. And Gorilla was holding the kid. He'd taken the kid hostage. Then he went over and picked up Bobby and body slammed him in this mud bath. And they disqualified Gorilla's. They stopped the fight and just let both kids be grand champions. And at the end of it, they shoved the host into the goop too. And I was surprised as hell, but Bobby was doing all his his pratfalls and stuff, and he was being hilarious.
Was Bobby a face in wrestling?
No, he was a super heel.
That's what I thought.
So the heel team won, that's what made it funny. Yeah. But it was very strange. I'm like, man, how did they end up getting these two old wrestlers to do this? Because these guys were beat up. But, they did it, man. They did all the crazy. Of course, Bobby humiliated himself. He didn't care. And Tree was laughing. I was like, Bobby. I was telling her how great Bobby was as a bad guy. And then just for fun, and since this is sort of the same time period as this game, then we watched a full episode of American Gladiators. You remember that show?
Oh yeah. They still show it on like Charge or one of those weird.
It was on YouTube, and Teresa, and it was really entertaining. It's such a dumb show, but it's pretty entertaining. But Teresa looked up what happened to some of the gladiators. They didn't end well. All these guys did not end well.
They were all warded up.
Well, no, I mean it's like suicide.
Yeah, well, again, it all.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
But.
Well, after American Gladiators, what are those guys going to do with their lives?
Well, I mean, they're still huge, good-looking, muscular killers. They can do
I don't know what.
go to the Arnold Classic and do fitness stuff.
All right, Aaron. I think we
might as well finish this level. Come on, man.
Really?
Yeah, we're almost there.
Okay.
You really hate this, don't you? Just come out and say, what do you not like about it the most?
Everything. No, what I don't like about it the most is how choppy the animation is. How slow everything is.
70 frames a second?
What I like the most about it.
Wow, you didn't give me any chance to get out of there.
Well, that's how I do it. What I like the most about it are the backgrounds. I think the backgrounds look good.
They stayed true to the arcade machine.
Yeah.
This is an NES port, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But like, look at the bad guys. They're like, for some reason they don't outline them in black. They outline them in like a light yellow.
I guess they're just trying to differentiate them or something. I don't know what. That's an odd.
Yeah.
I mean, I just made a palette swap thing. Oh, here we go. What's this guy's name?
Rocksteady.
I know a little bit about it.
Mm-hmm.
Almost everything I know comes from the game. I will say so. If it wasn't for these games, I would know nothing.
The cartoon had it ran forever, of course, and so they had to keep coming up with all kinds of crazy arcs. And
here you go.
And here's Bebop.
a lot of mutant animals in this universe.
Well, that's the thing. You know the story is that there was this radioactive ooze that was discovered, and the turtles were formed first, but then Shredder took it. And he made Rocksteady. And
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think that's a pretty good run.
And
I'll
it's
consider that a slight win.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get out of this, and we'll take a look at the NES version.
I know.
See you later, guys.
Adios.
Adios.